Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a more video that I want to talk to you guys about, and that is the most leading cause of people under the age of 30 dying, and that is called depression. Now, when I was growing up, I was always depressed. I had depression for a very young age. I had depression since I was pretty much 6 years old. You can get it at any age. It doesn't matter how old you are. Now, at that age, I was going through a lot. My mom's ex-husband did something to me that really made my life hell. And I also was getting bullied in elementary school, which you may think elementary school back then in the 90s, early 2000s was simple and no one cared to bully anyone, but it was worse back then because the teachers did not care. They didn't care. As long as you were passing your grades, they didn't care what you did. I kept on telling them I was getting bullied by the score, and they kept ignoring me. And one day I was playing outside with my one friend, and they came over and they choked me out. Like, they literally tied my jacket and they tied it around my neck and they choked me, and I passed out and I woke up in a hospital with my hip. That's all I remember. I don't remember anything that happened in between. And I don't remember if my mom ran over my grandma. I don't remember what. But I remember my one friend screaming for help. Help her. Get them off her. Get them away. Get them away. And he wasn't very verbal because he had a lot of issues, but he was yelling for them to help me. And I couldn't do anything. I was unconscious, and they wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't pull him off. And it was just so bad. And then I went to a Lutheran school thinking, oh, maybe it'll be better after my hip healed. And I made two friends. And I thought they were my friends. And they literally backstabbed me. And they actually dragged me down the stairs and threw me down the stairs. And I didn't tell anyone at the time, and I still haven't told anyone because I was afraid that they're going to say, well, they're A-plus students, you know, they don't know, they didn't do it, maybe you're imagining it, maybe you're crazy, they didn't do it. And I was homeschooled from that day on because I finally told my grandma, I believe, and I was homeschooled. And I was homeschooled till about 10th grade when we moved to a smaller town. And at the time, my mom brought me a boyfriend who was abusing me at the time. And I was pretty much being abused at home. And then I went to high school, and the first 2 months was okay. There was nothing really going on. And then I bumped into this freshman. And I was pretty much a sophomore. But I was in freshman classes because, you know, I was behind a little bit. And she was totally a bitch to me. And she started calling me names when I haven't even talked to her. And one day I was walking down the stairs because I was helping out Zach, who was in special ed, and I was in special ed too because I was so behind, and she pushed me down the stairs. And I screamed for help, and Zach was nonverbal, so she couldn't call for help. And I remember just laying on the ground, laying there. I had to get to biology, I had to get Zach to his room. And suddenly the special ed teacher showed because, you know, Zach was into his room. And she saw me laying there. And she got me up and took me to principal's office. And guess what principal said again? She's a A-plus student. There's nothing we can do. Granted, there's cameras and they caught her doing it, but there's nothing they can do. Which I think was complete bull. So I avoided her. I switched all my classes away from her classes. I took different routes to school. Routes to the classes and school. And I made sure I didn't contact her in any shape or form. And we were in lines. That lunch line I got scheduled with her, and I had a friend named Ashley at the time. And she pushed me out of line physically on the floor. And Ashley just stood there and watched me get hit multiple times. Everyone in that freaking lunch line just sat there and watched me get beat up. I ran out of school. I ran past the principal. I ran as far as I could get. I ran up to the McDonald's because I didn't have anywhere else to go. I didn't want to go home. And I sat there and I cried. And at the time, I was very depressed. I was cutting. I was eating. And I went home and I called Ashley and said, Ashley, I can't do this anymore. So I grabbed the rope and I hung it up and I tried stepping on the ladder and she came busting through the door, pushed me down. Bullying is no joke. If you know someone that's getting bullied, you need to step up and you need to take a stand. What would you rather do? You get suspended from school for a week, or that person kill themselves because they can't handle it anymore. I was getting abused at home and I was getting abused at school. I just couldn't take it anymore. Without Ashley, I wouldn't be here right now. We made a pact. And she broke it later on in life, which I'm not going to get into because it's not in high school. And we made a pact that if I cut, she would cut herself. If I starve myself, she would starve herself. If I self-harm myself in any way, she would do the same thing that I did to myself. And we were best friends because I made sure all my classes was with her. I made sure everything I had was with her. And still to this day, I have depression. I cannot get out of it. It never goes away. It may go away sometime in the near future, but I always have it in the back of my head. It's always there in my head because of everything that happened. I have PTSD. Even if someone says something remotely wrong to me, I have anxiety. And she still went to school. She graduated school and everything. Never got charges pushed against her. Nothing happens. If you're an A+ student, you will get anything you want because that's how it worked in my school. You get anything you want. It doesn't matter what laws are in place because they don't care. They don't care at all. They don't care about us.